Hey guys, this is the first time lapse I've ever shot of my artwork because I'm a piece of crap and I'm super impatient and I just get very annoyed trying to find the right angles to film things. So I did my best. There's some parts that I didn't film, so I apologize in advance for that. Like I said, this is my first one, so just bear with me. I promise I will do a full-on time-lapse eventually. The next one, how about that? The next one. And I hope you guys appreciate my face and my hair right now because this is the first time I ever put makeup or did my hair or anything since quarantine, because if you know me, you know I am just the most laziest person in the world. Anyways, let me explain to you how I did this painting that you see behind me. I basically just used oils. I'm a big fan of oils, especially with something like this where there's a bunch of blending in the clouds. Oils pretty much stay wet for a long period of time, so it's really nice to be able to blend. As you'll see in the time lapse, I was blending a whole lot because I guess clouds have this certain look where they're just like wispy and they kind of, all the colors kind of just mesh together. And in general, I'm just a huge fan of oils. The panel that I used to paint this on is an MDF board that I got from Home Depot. Shout out to Emily Mackey. This was on one of her tips and tricks for finding inexpensive ways to create canvases without having to buy like an actual canvas. And I'm a huge fan of painting on wood in general, so that's another reason why I love this MDF board. It's just so great. If you're wondering what I mix with my oils to create a more fluid consistency, is I mix it with safflower oil. I actually DM'd one of these guys on Instagram who I can't remember his name, but I'll put it somewhere. He's an amazing artist, and I just DM'd him and I was like, what do you use to blend with your oils? So he was nice enough to tell me that he used safflower oil. So I mean, a lot of tips that I've learned along the way, I've DM'd people and they've been nice enough to share their tips with me. So I'm more than happy to share my tips with you if you have any questions, but don't be afraid to like ask people through DMs about what they're doing and their process, and you'll be amazed how nice people are and how much they're willing to help. Here I'm just laying down a dark blue, a medium blue, and a light blue, which unfortunately I did not film that part because again, I kind of just messed up this time. But I'm just laying down those two colors, blending them together, and then I basically lay down the third color and blend that as well. Just laying down, I think 4 or 5 different shades of the cloud colors, and the darker values are going down first, and then I'm putting the lighter values next to them, and then I am blending them together with a dry brush. Here you can see I'm kind of taking a fluffy brush and getting rid of those harsh edges on the corners of the clouds. So moving on to the eyeball, I'm just basically outlining the eyeball, filling in all the colors and shadows that I'm seeing on my reference image of my own eyeball. And then in the white part, I'm actually adding a shadow of like a darker gray near the top of the eyelid. And then I'm just continuing to blend that out and further make it look as realistic as possible. So here you can see I already started because, like I said, I was super impatient, and I basically lay down all the darker values that I'm seeing in my reference picture for the bottom clouds, and then I'm adding the lighter values and the whites, and then I'm blending them all together with my fluffy brush. I also went ahead and added in the finer details and further refined all my edges and my light source to make it all come together. So I'm sorry I didn't film that part, but this is basically how I did it. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that time-lapse video. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. Just a little interesting thing. I've never taken formal classes, but I have no experience whatsoever in oil painting. I guess I'm pretty much self-taught in that way. So I don't know if what I'm doing is like technically correct or my process, but this is what works for me, and hey, if it ain't broken, why do you have to fix it? You know what I'm saying? I hope you guys got some inspiration too from this video. I've never painted clouds before, so it was kind of scary because in the beginning it just looked like garbage, and then slowly but surely it started looking better and better. So yeah, don't be worried if it doesn't look right in the beginning, because it'll come together eventually. And just a little fun fact for you, that is my eyeball. So I took a picture of my eyeball and then I like just put it in the clouds because that's the that's the all-seeing eye. Not that my eyes are all-seeing, but it's cool to just, I don't know, I thought it'd be fun to like put some symbolism in the clouds. Thanks so much for watching, you guys, and I will see you in my next time lapse, which will be filmed all the way through because I'm gonna have patience because I need that. Catch you guys later. Bye.